Hi there, and welcome to Story Time with Uncle Bill. And today's story is going to be the Scotchman, or the fast fare if you remember back then, on 258, Jacksonville, North Carolina, folks. We moved across the street from it in Steelwood. I was 7 years old. It was fast fare then, and my uncles used to come around. Hey, make this little noise over here, I'm gonna take stuff over here. I was called it the donkey trick. And look over here, I'm filling my pockets up the whole time. It was stealing, folks, and it was taught to me. I had already, the first thing I ever did was stole from a store anyway. I stole a pack of Rolos, took it in the bathroom and ate it. I wasn't even in kindergarten. Can't tell you why I did it. I did it. And I was taught, never touch anything, don't ask for anything, ever. Just don't do it. Don't throw no tantrum. My mom didn't play around. She beat your ass in front of the store, dare somebody to say something. She brought me into the world, she take me out. That's how my mother was. And my uncle was just teaching me different. So what happens, I teach everybody. Anybody that would go with me, hey, look, just say, hey, look, the best time to do it while the cashier had a customer. She paying attention to the customer. As soon as that happens, just load your pockets up, whatever you could fit before you got caught. And I never got caught. I never got caught. It was always suspicion, come here, blah blah blah, but never patted down and caught, physically caught. And I probably had 100 friends throughout 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years, something like that, that I brought into the fray. You know, and these are all good kids. They don't do this shit. They just doing it because I did it. And when it ends up happening is you get the mentality of it and you start stealing too. And a lot of people did it. A lot of people that you know that you wouldn't think they would ever do things like that, they did it with me, because of me. You know what I mean? And they never got caught neither. There was a situation that happened. But one of those people was Robert Davis. And maybe some of y'all that went to Southwest know who Robert Davis is. Robert Davis was a tall, smart ass dude, kind of a bigger guy. And he lived around the corner. His little brother Mikey was one of my brother's best friends growing up through life. Like I just talked to little Mikey last month. Rest in peace, he passed away. Along with Robert's mom and Robert's dad, and Patty's daughter passed away in a fire recently within the last month or two. It's real sad. Really good friends of mine, man. They've been in that neighborhood a long time, and I want to start bringing positive quotes and things to give people inspiration, or let them know how people feel about one another and stuff. And Robert's at a nursing home. He watches Story Time with Uncle Bill and leaves me feedback and stuff. And I talked to him on Messenger to see how he's doing and stuff, and he asked me this would be his positive quote, because it wants it to be a eulogy for his pops. And this is by Robert Louis Stevenson. And it goes, that a man is a success who has lived well, loved often and loved much, who has gained the respect of intelligent men and women and the love of children, and who has filled his niche and accomplished his task, who leaves the world better than he found it, and who has never lacked appreciation of earth's beauty or failed to express it, who looked for the best in others and gave the best that he had. And you know, that would definitely describe his dad. He was a Vietnam veteran, Purple Heart, I think like a Bronze Star or two. So you can only imagine what this dude went through, man. And he was always a stand-up guy. He grew a big old beard and funny. Miss Kathy, his wife, their mama, she had I'm gonna be honest with you people, she had the great big old boobies and give the best hugs. She always wanted to hug you. You know, I ain't no bad looking dude, so she might give me a little extra. You know what I mean? Nothing sexual though. It just who these people were. You know, they were just good people all the time. And the world is a sadder place without them because they brought a lot of joy. But old Robert, see, Robert was one of those people I didn't think I'd get to do, and we didn't really hang out much. And you know, you'll find that happens in life. Sometimes you hang out for a summer, and you never see a person again, and even living in a neighborhood or living in the same city, town, or even, you know, neighborhood. How often do you really go out and hang over with your next door neighbors or people in the block? You know what I mean? It's easy to just have those moments, and I always treasured every moment with everybody, regardless of what those moments were. And I can't even remember how me and Robert started kicking it, but it eventually came to, hey, let's go get us a lick over at the Scotchman. And it was Scotchman at the time for sure. And I knew everybody. I used to go to this store all the time, and I would help the employees. I knew all they were all girls. Melanie and Doreen like hated me, man. Like they watched me like a hawk, and I would burn their ass up. They made it a challenge, and then I accepted it. And you don't really ever feel good when you steal people. You feel like you got away with something, but you don't feel good because you know it's wrong. But at the time, man, I mean, you're talking about 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I didn't give a damn, man. I had a list. If they ever found that list, you know all those things that say you be this person, a narcissist, a sociopath. It's like, man, I fit all those little things. I'm trying to tell you that because you don't have to fit a category where you need to be in prison or killing people or even doing bad damn things. You could turn all that shit around, start doing positive things, live a positive life, and so you'll see all that negative shit that'll go away and people's opinion will change you. Just keep doing good, man. That's all you gotta keep. You keep doing good. You ain't never got to say you changed or anything else, because people know at the time I was doing this, I had a bad rep, people. I fought all the time. I cussed all the time. I smoked cigarettes. I stole. I mean, I was a straight A student. I was on the academic derby team. You know what I mean? I was on the principal's list, A honor roll. Look, you can look it all up. You can look it all up. People, it's in the damn daily news. Look it up. You'll see my damn name all the time right there, what I'm talking about. But I just had the mindset that I'm going to do, I'm going to steal. I'm going to steal from the Scotchman for sure. So me and Robert go up there, and what he would do, he would just be the distraction. And one day we going home, and you know, you just casually walk across the street, and then you get over the back of the woods by my house, and I start unloading what I took. And normally with him, I'd get some cigarettes, some baseball cards, and maybe some candy bars and shit to hang out and chill out with and stuff. He didn't really smoke cigarettes or anything. And one day he surprised the hell out of me. He just started pulling out bottles of Mad Dog 2020. At first off, I was surprised he was stealing, but what, are you stealing alcohol? I didn't know the dude drank. And he was like, yeah, man, I just wanted to do something big, something wild and exciting, because I ain't never did it before, and I figured I'd never do it again. So I took this Mad Dog, and he got Orange Jubilee and the Grape. And I was like, you drank that shit? And I had never tried it, people. I had drank other things, but I had never tried Mad Dog 2020. That was like some cheap wine Kool-Aid for winos and stuff, you know. That was always the joke. And so he took 2 bottles, and I drank a sip of each. Nasty as hell. I mean, nasty. That shit ain't good to drink, man. It's nasty. And he turned the damn bottle up. It was gone. 12 seconds. Man, I think I can get it under 10. I think it was like 10 seconds the second one. He had down 2 bottles in less than 25 seconds. It was impressive. I was like, you don't even drink. Nah, he got a little buzz and got goofy and stuff. So that would end up being our thing every now and again, especially during this one summer. We would go up there and I would get, you know, the Scotchman's got like a little food section. They got like bologna and hot dogs and cheese and milk and stuff. There's not a whole lot there, but we would grab that. I would tell my parents I'm staying the night at his house. He would tell his parents I was staying the night at my house. And what would actually happen is we'd be out in the damn woods. We go down the creek a little bit, and there was a field back there. And he would steal his Mad Dog, and I probably just smoked weed. I don't remember drinking. But we'd make a fire and have a cookout and shit and just hang out. Ain't no telling how much he took. And I'm not really sure. Oh, I'll tell you why it stopped. That's a different story. That's a different story. And it became to where it just wasn't even cool to go to the Scotchman no more. I know I miss them guys, man. Mikey's always been around. We used to play wrestle all the time. He was a real good sport. He was always been a little short dude. Like I said, the mom and dad, they were just great people. And Robert's my man. he surprised me. And if you didn't know, I mean, he would light it up. He would during it was like a couple months, man. We hit him good. He always had something extra each time. It was kind of like, and it was like a lot of my friends. He was just trying to impress me, and it was hard to do because I didn't want to be upped. If you upped me, man, I went back and destroyed it. We call it records, putting records. You'll see some people say they try to beat my record because I went way above and beyond. And I really don't like that I did that, people. It's like drugs. A lot of people got drugs because of me, especially marijuana. Especially not like that. None of the other drugs. I didn't coke, crack, crystal meth, heroin. I didn't have nothing to do with that. I did them. But as far as, hey, you know, this is cool, because I did that to a lot. Mikey Davis, probably one of the first people. My brother, if you was younger than me, maybe one of the first people, or I was responsible for it, because I just knew the drug dealers. We never considered weed or alcohol a problem, so we encouraged it. And if you're doing that now, stop. Wait till they hit 18 to smoke and 21 to drink, and if they legalize weed, you know. But if you're doing it now, man, you really affect them in a negative way. I know it seems like you want to be cool. Let them learn everything else before they learn the bad stuff. Learn all the good stuff before you learn the bad stuff, so you can make a conscious decision. Because they think it's cool because you're doing it. People thought it was cool because I was doing it, because I was getting away with it, because I was bragging about it. People, I'm not bragging about it. This ain't bragging about it. This is saying, hey, if you're doing it, don't. You got away with the things you got away with as a kid, let it go. Because you're not going to get away with it as an adult. And the trouble that you're going to get into, it's not going to be worth it. It's going to stay with you forever. People, I'm a convicted felon. It never goes away, no matter how much good I do, no matter how much I've changed, no matter how much of a difference I've made in people's life to impact them in a positive way that they thank me profusely for. Still a convicted felon. And it's almost like there's no forgiveness. I did my time. It's been a long time since I've been in trouble. It's almost like there's no forgiveness. They say they can do these things, the rights, and restore the rights of society. We took away just to have them. But I'm no longer considered like I could have joined the Masons. Could have joined the military. Could have everything that I wanted to do when I got out of prison. I couldn't do because I was a convicted felon. Because I transported pot, people, marijuana. No extra. It was just pot. It was a little couple, you know, a couple $100, but in the grand scheme of things, that ain't shit. You know. Robert, man, it was. I know you at the nursing home, brother, and I appreciate all you being my friend. You are my friend. Your whole family, my family. I miss them like I miss y'all, man. And that's the story for today. Hit the like button if you like it. Share if you can. Subscribe if you haven't. Until then, man, y'all have a good day. Stay safe. Peace.